Hey everybody, that hemp dude here, also known as Ed, or Nina's other half. So this is going to be my video effort to help you guys doing live videos. Point of irony to start with, I am pre-recording this, but the topic is live videos. Oh, probably should mute my computer so it doesn't beep at us while we're out here. I'm cheating, I have all my notes right here. Alright, I guess I owe you a little bit of background on me. What business do I have talking to you about how to do videos? Well, I've been teaching small groups, large groups, public speaking, acting, playing on stages, all that stuff for a while, like 30 years and change. So I've done it. Am I any good at it? That's up to you. I don't care. The point is I'm relatively comfortable. And that's kind of the point of this, is getting you comfortable in front of the camera. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of details, but that's what it really boils down to. Alright, about going live. So, all your peers, your upline, all the influencers on the interweb, they say that you need to go live. Why? Good question. You know, yes, you're not a talking head or an Insta model or a YouTuber. Not yet. What those folks have that you need is reach. You need an audience. People listen to what they have to say. You know, content notwithstanding, people listen to them, and that's what you want. As an MLM professional, the bigger your reach, the more successful you're going to be. MLM, multi-level marketing. You've got to get the message out. You can't build a business just selling to friends and family. I mean, technically I suppose you can, but unless you have an awful lot of friends and family and all of them buy your stuff, I mean, good luck even getting to 5K. So you need reach. You need a big audience, a lot of potential customers. So that takes marketing. I mean, I want all of you to get to that quit your day job, house on the beach level of success. You know, sitting in your beach house, running your multi-level marketing business. That's the goal. And that's going to take marketing. Before we get rolling, really, I know I've got introverts out there and self-doubters. This part's for you. Number one, you are cooler than you think. Number two, you can do this. Number three, people are nosy. They want to know what you're doing. And number four, the only way to start doing lives is to click that go live button and just get the first one out of the way. It's all downhill from there. Another point that Nina pointed out to me as we're getting ready to do this, the KISS principle. Keep it simple, sunshine. Like, this doesn't have to be complicated. I mean, you can complicate the living hell out of it later. But getting started, you need to keep it as simple as possible. I mean, this can be, you know, holding up the cell phone, walking your dog, saying, hey, I took my CBD this morning and Scruffy's doing great. Isn't the sun beautiful? It's that easy. Keep it simple. All right, there's kind of your why and, well, the where, I guess, because, hey, we're all living and working on the interweb these days. So there's that. Let's get on to the what. What promotions are currently running from corporate? What kind of cool thing do we have rocking in the team, in the group this month? Those are easies. Those are gimmies. You know, always talk about those. Do a live on your page about it. Here's a bunch more. Single products. Single product videos are great. You know, 3 to 5 minutes. It's nice and bite size. You know, your customer's scrolling down, your potential customer scrolling down the screen. They see this video. If it's short, they're much more likely to listen to it, watch the whole thing, and get the message you're trying to hand across. If it's 25 minutes, people have no attention span anymore. Just saying. As for single products, pick anything. Pick your personal favorite, something new that just came out, something you just learned about, something you got a question about from a customer. These are great ways to get into it. Hey, this is my favorite product. Or, you know, I was working last night and, you know, Susie Homemaker hit me up and said, hey, what about CBD face masks? There's your intro. Bang, talk about the face mask. And you can apply that to any product we have. So the short thing, the single products, there's a rule of thumb in public speaking that all the really good people adhere to. Always know enough about your product or your topic to talk for at least twice as long as you intend to talk. So if it's a 5-minute live, make sure that you know enough about what you've got to say or the product itself that you could talk for at least 10 minutes and just freestyle on it. You know, I mean, the same applies, you know, when you see somebody who's really great giving a lecture for an hour and a half. If they're really great, they could probably stand up there and talk to you for 3 or 4 hours about it. That's why they seem like an expert. So apply that rule to yourself. So single product, bite-sized videos, making it easy. And it helps keep your, oh my God, I'm live nerves in check. Because it's only a little bit. You can do that. Just bite it off. It's fine. Interviews. So if you've been around for a while, you've seen Nina do a handful of these. Interviews are a great way to go live. You get to put a second person right there. You're not alone on the camera. You have a conversation. You can let topics wander a little bit. People find that very entertaining. You can throw in some jokes, inject a little bit of humor. It takes the pressure off. And it's interesting. You know, rather than just me sitting here talking to you, this would probably be a better video if I had another person. But because this is kind of lecture version instruction, you get me today. Deal. Your story videos. People absolutely love these. Again, if you've been around for a while, you've seen these. If you haven't, you will. What is your story? So it's a personal narrative. You talk about the how and the why that you got into CBD or MDC, why MLM works for you, how it works for you. If you're nervous about this video, save it for a while. This is a little more advanced level. If you're watching me on how to do this, wait a while, but this is to put in your noggin. You're gonna need it later. A well done your story, it gets a little personal, it gets a little vulnerable. Watch some other folks' versions of it to get a good idea. You don't want to go all TMI, but you do have to put yourself out there. Otherwise it doesn't work, it just looks fake. Random stuff / recap videos. If you've watched Whiskey and Cannabis, that's what we're doing. It's, you know, we're kind of rolling down the list going, hey, this happened this week, and, you know, this has been going on with the company, and, oh, hey, this new thing's coming up, and insert random story here. Oh, the dog jumped on me, isn't that fun? Just random crap. People like that. So there's another one to do. Demonstrations. These go over really well too. Get on camera, you know, 5 minutes. Hey, I'm going to show you how to make cool drinks with your CBD coffee. Or this is my Monday routine for doing a face mask, and do it with them on camera. Trust me, people are going to love that stuff. And you're doing something, so it helps take the pressure off. If you're just talking to the camera like I'm doing right now, that's the hardest way to do a video. If you're doing something and teaching the camera, way easier. You videos. So for the bonus points, the influencer types out there that have a giant following, they do this. They get on and make stupid little videos just about themselves and their day. So you got to lend your personality. Like everybody that does this kind of develops a shtick. Good example, you can take your CBD every morning with Tina Joy and see what kind of mouse ears she's wearing that day. I mean, it seems goofy. People eat this stuff up. It works really well. This goes back to people are nosy. I think that was number 3. But know that it's out there. Yeah, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because I don't want to bore you to death today. So that last little bit, we hit some of the when. Let's get further into that. When do you go live? How often? What time of the day? There are a bunch of answers. First easy gimme I'm going to throw out there is evenings, after the kids have gone to bed. So figure out, you get time zones and stuff to deal with. Here in Central Time, we try to shoot for 8 or 9 o'clock our time. Across the country, that there's some flex in that. You know, your East Coast people, it's going to be later. Your West Coast, you know, it might still be dinner hour. So you got to play with it. But evenings after bedtime for the kids, that's your target. That's when people have some downtime. Maybe they're having a drink before they go to bed, and they're actually like looking at their feed and seeing what's going on. That's your golden hour. For the H3 group, the admins, we're doing our best to work the Facebook algorithm. If you're not familiar with how the algorithms work, that is a whole nother series of conversations and videos. But we try to schedule folks out to get the most out of our reach on Facebook. We would like every affiliate in the group to be doing short lives, taking turns. As we build it out, one of the goals is every day there's a short single product live from a different affiliate. And I mean, yeah, we'll end up rotating, but this is on a long timeline. Because we don't want just, my face and Nina and Miranda on the screen all the time. I want you on there looking like the expert in front of your potential customers. We want to do that with every affiliate. Now outside the group, on your own Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you have, I can't even keep up these days. Frequent is good. Too frequent blows up the algorithm and actually limits your reach. So if you start with once a week, pick a day, Tuesdays, Thursdays, whatever it happens to be. Just pick an evening, do a live. You want to do more? Great. Build it up to twice a week. Get up to every day. When you become the badass, maybe you're doing twice a day. Maybe you do, and if you're doing twice a day, like a morning or a midday and then an evening, you got to put some space in between that, because if you go bang, bang, I did a live and then an hour later I did another live, the algorithm is going to crush you and you're not going to get the bang for your buck out of that. Let's see, we talked about kids being asleep. Yeah, there's a bunch of research out there. Like you can look this stuff up. There at this point probably papers being written on the best way to reach people, what time of day, what day of the week. It's complicated. I'm not getting into it right now. If you want to know more about the algorithm, your upline folks have been doing a lot of research and a lot of trial and error over the last few years, figuring out what works the best for us in our market segment. Moving along, this little 5 W's approach. The how. For Facebook, it's easy. You click that red Go Live button and bang, you start talking. Now, if you need help with settings, visual walkthrough, first hit YouTube. All the geeks out there have done videos where they've got the screen capture live and they'll show you and walk you exactly through. Click this, do that. Oh, check your camera. They'll help you out. As always, your upline is here. Like if any part of the business, whether it's going live, product knowledge, I don't know how to close this customer, always reach to your upline. That's a resource for you. Now, it can be as simple as holding up the cell phone, talking to it, and it can go all the way out to you got a full-blown home studio going on with video processing and overlays and images and professional cameras and boom mics. You don't need to get there. You really don't. But that's the breadth of it. This is huge. So start with your phone and see what feels comfortable, and as you make money doing it, well, maybe you get some better gear. But worry about that later. The first thing is get on screen. So we talked about Google and the geeks. Oh, that seems like enough for today. It's a good intro to going live. It's been a little rambling, but I tried to cram in everything that I think is, 5 W's. Hey, this is why you do it. This is how. Get out there. That's mostly what I got. The point, if you don't take anything else away from this, you need to do lives. It's how you're going to grow your business. You can do a live. It's really not that hard. The hardest thing is getting over your nerves the first time, pressing that button and starting to talk. So you can do it. I believe in you. Go out there and do a live. We'll see you later.